Hello comrades, today we do cheesigradi pancake. The first step is to pour in flour, the lumpier the better. Set dye at the center of cheesigradi where this show is filmed. Then, once you have approximately a unit of flour, you juice your orange in the way the cheesegradis do, with no sense and no consistency, just as it is liked. If you have dropped orange inside, just simply leave it in there to become a chip, yes. But overall, I would recommend avoiding such events. It's a very simple recipe, born out of most necessities, most ways. So now you have liquid on solid. You should mix with some kind of mixing device. Take, for example, torture device. What you might see is that it is very, very dry, if you were to observe. Meanwhile, you can also maybe mash up the chip a small amount, hope that it breaks up into multiple sections. And then your next step is to add water. Perfectly balanced. What you really want is a really very, very liquid situation. You really only want the solid bits to be your lumps of flour, to get the lumps to the cake, the cheesigradi pancake. I don't know why I needed to repeat what it was in case you forget, but you know, the average viewer of television might not be so intelligent now. A little bit of extra chip, it's all fine. Yes. Once you've added about that much water, I would recommend to not add any more water, because otherwise it will be too watery and there will be no taste but water. And depending on where you live, the water could be really shit device. I'm sure if you are a foreign viewer, you will have fucking lead or some shit and water. With this consistency, observe, this consistency, not enough. Not enough consistency at all. Then, what I would recommend is lemon juice or equivalent. You could juice the lemon yourself, or you could just add it. That should be enough. If you can see through the now you should really start to see a liquid there, but it should still have some glide through it, and it will still have a bit of that. So that is not enough, but we don't want to add more lemon, because more lemon will more lemon, and then lemon and lemon. Now you are sure that you have added all the lemon that you can. This will make it taste with a taste instead of just lumps, which is, you know, it's not everyone's style, but yeah, at least 30% like taste in food-ish estimation. So now you have your orange. I would recommend completely peeling for your second orange, because now you don't need to vary too much about your hands. So you're soon to add into mix. Aye, look at that. That looks like one could eat it, my hops. And that my hops is what makes it cheesigradi. Hell yeah. Right, the next step is to add your side mitts, as they say. If you have other mitts, you could add those, but side mitts are the traditional recommend. One mitt could do, you don't want to forget the recipe. And then take a device, you want it broken up a little. Not only does this further reduce the effectiveness, but it also makes it less noticeable when you accidentally bite. Your medication, because it is smaller, and there is smaller chance of you biting smaller thing. I required third-year degree in nuclear physics to understand that. Now is when you should probably turn on your heating device and switch the heat to hot with a bit of butter or whatever the fuck you use to lubricate. Lube, probably not edible, but you do you. Then have a chat with your family about modern day issues. LD has been working hard on media. There is new media not yet announced that will be announced sometime. We've been working hard on the de-Anglicization efforts to cheese news in the cultural department. Yes. Me and Koki have been working very hard in the departments. Very, very hard indeed. I'd recommend you might want to add a bit more butter in this. You want it to not look veiny, you want it to look smooth and lubricated. But that is not a recommendation for other lubricated activities. Just give it a little thrust. Device. Small thrust. There we go, that is more butter. It must be liquid, no, not veins. Right. Now it is sufficiently available and it is liquid. I just can't be bothered to do shit. I'm lazy. No, I'm not lazy, I'm just a lazy cook. I work very hard in my life. Just add it in. One bowl per pancake. Get out the flipping device. You want me to flip, zoom, and turn it up. If you can. If you can't, that's your problem. If you will observe, when I try and push around, everything moves. That is good sign. That is sign that it is nearly flippable. That is also good sign. The water inside of the butter, or the butter itself, is frying and boiling. That's a good sign. Now, if you will observe, it is beating at too fast of the BPM. It is beating faster than your heart. This is not good. Because either your heart is beating rather slowly, or this is beating way too fast. You should smell something. And when you try and scoop, it should look a bit like this. It should be still hard to scoop because this is large amount of dough. Otherwise you did not add enough dough. But just let the mixture just kind of fill in the gaps where you have left holes in things, and everything will be alright. Okay, there we go. Now that's looking beautiful. This is exactly what we want it to look like that. Yes, exactly what we want it to look like. Give it a bit of a beat. It should make some noises. Yes, also, if you observe, you can just about barely see the chips on the other side. Now is about when you should be grabbing your plate, getting ready to serve your kids and or other thing that you could have. Kids or very foolish husband. Behold, cheesigradi pancake. Just like they used to make in the mother, in the room specific. Add any sauce to taste or eat like usual. Muy bueno. I can feel the voices inside of my head start to go away already. Catch you on the other side.